All right.
Yeah, alright, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
True, Doremy in chat, it's not over. Yeah, I agree.
It is not over.
It's not over. Did he mean it like that? Maybe not. But is that how I'm gonna say it? You better believe it.
Yep.
I think, however, given what we just saw on scoreboard, it's looking like this one's a pretty top match for this group here.
Yeah.
This one's a fight, you know? Who gets that #1 crown?
Yeah. Doremy has gone into both of his matches without losing a single game, so we'll have to see if Zin can break that streak at the very least.
Indeed. Well, someone's streak is getting broken here. I mean, this is how a game works. Someone has to lose.
Someone's gonna have to lose this match, but
who's gonna be?
Let's see if Zin can at least take some games.
According to the Moose Dog himself, this match can actually affect Doremy's seeding. It's just a lot on the table right now, you know? Oh.
If he loses too much, he could end up on Kazu's side of the bracket.
Now that's just scary, you know.
And we all know what Kazu's like, right?
Yeah, there's been a couple of these tournaments now. I've had the pleasure of watching Kazu go through without losing a single game. Not like a set or anything, like game.
Kazu's gameplay is just scary. It is
an unstoppable machine, but you'll get to watch him a little bit later on the Team TSD stream. We'll keep you posted, because for now, we got Doremy versus Zin.
This will definitely be a very interesting match. We'll finally see who finally loses the match and cannot call themselves undefeated in the group matches.
Indeed, as this one's a pretty big one here as we get to our 5th of 6 matches for today.
Let's see if Zin can finally take a game away from Doremy and ruin his perfect streak here. Because Doremy has just gone 7-0 in both of his matches. The match stuff needs to be updated a little bit.
Indeed. I like this suggestion. Thug Finals, Kazu versus Tetris. Senpai's a knower.
Kazu versus Tetris, cold clear. Just get all the bots in there.
Senpai is a knower. Future predictor.
We'd have to see how that goes.
Ah. Meanwhile, this is as the players ready up. I believe we have a countdown on the Team TSD channel coming up pretty soon here, so keep your eyes open as we get things going pretty soon here. Yeah,
looks like they're ready to start soon. So
if you thought this wasn't enough, now you can watch 2 sets at the same time. It's crazy. But we're getting right into Zin Doremy here.
Both players immediately with the 6-3 stacks.
Today we are playing Sprint. Doremy, keeping it clean.
Seems like that's all you need when you start off a game. Ooh, a bit of a misdrop on Zin's end. Manages to take care of it just fine, though.
Doremy with a bit of a greedy flow. Doesn't have that second T-piece, forced to skim down through a lot of this big upstack. But still, Zin in like such a scary spot. Forced to zone. No T-piece Q.
Very precarious.
Doremy just balling right now. Going with the STSD. Going pure kill mode, really. Into the center, a little 4-red action. Brutality.
Looks like Doremy's trying to get that extra line and manages to get a 59 attack ulti. That's a doozy. That's a lot of damage right there.
That's a tough one to meet, and you know, the thing about Doremy is, just because of the zone stop, pressure doesn't. Like, look at this. He's still just right back into, T-spin. Nice up stack in this 5-4, still keeping it really high. So Zin under so much pressure right now. Really tested, I think.
Both players.
Get those predictions in before it ends pretty quickly here. As we find out who takes this first round. Got only a couple seconds left.
You gotta think quickly. You gotta think about how these players play.
Think about it now. Okay, too late probably.
Yeah, no, you're done.
This one's looking pretty stacked on someone. I didn't see who.
It seems that predictions tend to be pretty stacked.
And Doremy taking that first one.
Doremy takes the first game though. This isn't looking too good for all those people who've betted on Kazu. Kazu? What? Zin? My bad. I'm mixing things up right now. I'm just all over the place.
Again, just keeping this clean pressure up so fast. It's forced to make some compromises in the stack.
Zin definitely has a pretty clean stack. Goes for a T-spin triple. Using
really nice cleanup with that O donation. Actually, insanely good cleanup for the TST.
Both players getting pretty decent zones here.
But Doremy
with another 59 attack zone. Really consistent with these.
Yeah, and he's right back into it. Zin with the O-piece misdrop now. Kind of on the ropes. Not in a great spot. Forced the zone on the way down. Doremy's still just keeping up this back-to-back.
Zin is very high up on his board. But still fairly clean, so it's definitely not hard to manage.
And looking for this down stack right now. There's nothing really crazy big to take. Doremy continues to pile on in the zone. Another 50 attack, another 55 plus attack even. Doremy just really swinging hard tonight.
Ooh, that's an unfortunate misdrop on Zin's end.
And can you believe it, by the way? That game got into phase 3 in a minute and a half.
Yeah, no, that's some intense speed and efficiency.
Yeah,
Lots of matches don't go into phase 3 that quickly.
Yeah, Doremy really bringing out that Ultra. He's really playing Ultra right now.
Seriously.
But, it's really working out.
There's not enough LST stacking.
2-0. Zin going for this floating T-spin upgrade. It's nice getting this T-spin in. Ready for a little bit of a down stack. Doremy having such a clean way to get down with this 2x Tetris.
Zin almost had Doremy there. If you were just a little bit faster with the damage.
Doremy taking the T-spin single, setting up T-spin double afterwards. Really nice vision in this zone.
20 lines that Doremy is consistently pulling off these high zone clears. It's very, very intense. Pulled off one curb and is now just getting ulti after ulti. It is unstoppable.
Yeah, Zin pumping out a 29, still taking one extra line from the zone, but now with a bit of a disaster at the top of the board, going quickly.
Trying to opt to get a TST, could not do it though.
Just shy of being fast enough. Oh, I think Doremy still kind of had a bit of a good stack going. Now up 3-0.
You could see from the stats, you could see if Zin was just a little more efficient, he could have gotten Doremy in there.
He's seriously pumping out some APM with just 6-3 stacking. Transversal into 7-2. Starting to get some T-spins in now, keeping things just ridiculously clean. Zin maintaining, but let's see. See who pops the zone, and pretty even zone actually. Only a difference of 3 lines. Doremy ending up taking a little bit afterwards.
Bit of a J-spin there to fix up the stack a little.
Now deep into phase 2 is, I think, a little bit messier. Doremy's got a little bit of cheese to work with right now. It's got super clean board, going into the 9-0, making things super fast, but some of these T-spins putting a bit of a brakes on kind of the pressure that Zin can send.
Zin had a bit of a 2-wide on top of as well there.
Nice double Tetris, able to clear things out super quick. Looking for this TSD.
Lots of T-spins, manages to get a 19-line zone, 53 attack.
Doremy perfectly matching.
Doremy pulls off the exact same. Both players are definitely playing with as much efficiency as they can muster.
Now in phase 3, Doremy having that fractal ready to counter a little bit from Zin. Things are super evenly matched.
A lot of down stacking there.
Again, though, like another 2 minutes to get to phase 3, like pretty into phase 3 even, is pretty scary stuff. But Doremy has managed to work all the way back down the board. This is kind of a nightmare situation for Zin.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Really good down stack to open things back up.
Doremy has plenty of time to upstack, clear some lines, and get rid of that zone attack that Zin sent.
And unfortunately, Zin really lacking on the zone right now. Doremy looking to really kind of make a decisive blow right here, I think. No, Zin with some clutch survival, actually. It's a lot less. Still in the game, but there's so much cheese coming over from Doremy. They kind of have to really just, go down really fast.
Zin is trying all he can to try and survive up at the top of the board. It's just not enough. Doremy is just has too much cheese.
Yeah, with the solid APM lead kind of outside of the zone, but with Zin with slightly stronger zones there, can I take Doremy to 120,000 points? And again, seriously long clash. But Doremy's still up 4-0, looking kind of
like we might have another complete sweep from Doremy here. Just goes to show. Doremy could be completely relentless here.
I'm not holding my breath just yet. I wouldn't count Zin as out, honestly, all things considered.
Oh, definitely not.
Both of them super close stats-wise at the end of the last round. Doremy just able to, in these kind of final moments, slightly outperform. So this is a huge zone coming into Doremy. 51.
Yeah.
More than overpowering Zin's. But they've got a lot of clean garbage. It's really nice to work with here. Doremy getting a triple at the end of that.
Zin has a bit of a misdrop, but manages to clear it nicely with a triple skim.
Forced to skip again, though. There's a bit of the decline. Like, this is kind of where Doremy really takes off. Unless Zin can make a great escape in about 5 seconds here, something like that. But now here's Doremy, ready, more than able to eat up that zone. Ready to fire back. So this is the time. Really nice STSD find. Zin with the overhang well in advance.
Zin is trying his best to just get that zone done.
And now Doremy, after crossing into phase 3, taking some of that cheese garbage, but it's not enough really for either player. Both of them just kind of upgrading the stack. The misdrop though for Doremy.
Zin has been playing pretty well going into phase 3 here.
Yeah, this is a really great position to be in.
Getting a lot of good down stacks. That was a really good down stack from Zin. Doremy setting up a DT in the middle of zone and pulls.
Oh, but the misdrop at the very top, not going to get the C-spin fully off. Now Zin firing the zone. This could be Zin's opportunity. Swing right, It had a really good up stack for that zone, but looks like it's going to cut early, and they're still accepting some of this cheese. Oh, the quick zone. They really are trying to avoid any of this cheese, but I'm not sure how much.
Doremy is just relentless with that attack.
Indeed, now moving ahead
Well,
really
13
solidly.
APM ahead. It was
Really
very...
solid.
Currently-
Doremy looking very, very strong right now at 5-0. And maybe you got a point. This huge clean start from Zin, looking pretty nice.
Very clean start. Very good.
Doremy forced to make some skims, not getting out as much attack early, letting Zin
Ooh,
in this upstack.
very nice donation from Zin there.
A very solid little upgrade. Looking for combo down stack, but it's not there. Instead, just some skims to
Seems
make
like
the
Zin
TSD
wanted to
Tetris.
use that eyepiece for a Tetris, but just could not get it in time. Had to use the eyepiece to clean up the stack a little bit. 47 attack from that zone. See what Doremy can pull off.
62.
Getting 62 attack from the same amount of lines goes to
My
show
God.
how efficient Doremy is playing right now.
Yeah, and immediately with some 3-wide float spam right afterwards, able to perfectly counter what little Zin was able to get through. Looking just dominant, like just insanely dominant right now. And Zin's board's starting to get a little dangerous. This donation not going anywhere, and this moment Doremy strikes and sends it to game
That
point.
bad zone was really not really kind of sealed the fate here. Maybe Dormy's definitely going to try and punish that with the zone of the zone.
Ooh, Doremy with the TST tower. He didn't have to do him like that. This deep into phase 3, that's going to be so much overwhelming cheese and does not have a cancel ready. Although, to their credit, surviving a hell of a lot longer than I was.
That's
thinking.
That's a lot of cheese on Zin's board.
Pressure does not stop from Doremy right now.
Too much for him to handle. That is ruthless.
Doremy playing with some pretty hot fire tonight.
Yeah.
Playing with some absolute domineering energy. This is it. Is he gonna even drop a game tonight? This is where we find out. This is
match point right here. Either Doremy completely gets this undefeated, or we see a potential upset or something.
At least maybe one round. We'll see. You never know what to expect.
Yeah.
Really nice down stack from Zin there. Doremy forced to kind of make some interesting concessions, but the TSD Tetris comes through anyway. He's just keeping it too clean in the zone, just from nowhere.
Zin had a bit of an awkward zone there. It's not going to send a whole lot.
Yeah, 27, a little bit rough there.
55. That is going to be a huge spike. Zin could survive this, but it's still going to be a huge zone disadvantage for him.
Indeed, having to waste that second little mini zone there, but they're about even, and Zin can fix this misdrop pretty quickly. Maybe equalize the board out a little bit. There's a chance, although it's getting scary. I will admit, time's kind of running out.
This is definitely very scary for Kaz. Not again.
You keep confusing us too.
I don't know why.
The brain no worky.
Brain is fried watching these.
It's hard to think after watching this. You're like, man.
I'm just overwhelmed by the sheer speed and skill.
The fact that Zin's hanging in here, some of these conversions have been really clutch. They thought things were pretty dire earlier with some of those misdrops, but here they are, cleaned up. Going for some
Zin's fairly low on his board. Still, a bit of a good position to be in right now.
Indeed. Now phase 3 is looking scary. Zin going for this risky T-spin double, but there's just no follow-up to this. Forced to take some skims. As Doremy is looking pretty good. He's looking for this floating, saving that one in the bank,
Yeah.
Pumping out the pressure.
Zin with a really good downstack in zone there.
Yeah, good 24 here. Gonna put Doremy a little bit under fire. Getting this big upstack though, look at this. The 6-3 is just so fast. He's answering with 7-2.
That's a lot of damage. Zin's gonna have to try and counter that like right now.
They got some really good garbage, but I'm kind of worried. I don't know if they'll be able to continue down after it. You know, that first little team roll was really nice, but now things are looking super rough. And that mid-zone pause, like when it expires, just really doing them dirty.
Ooh,
not able
just
to get it
did
out.
not have that T-piece in on time. And Doremy is just gonna sweep this group 4-0 without dropping a single game.
Yeah, bagging it and tagging it, sending that one home.
That is some insane skill right there.
Indeed, looking just mighty fearsome, taking out the other